This is Lexicon's Games, and I believe that we are in position to finish this roguelike run by choosing the ending that I think is more interesting. We have just come out of our first dungeon trip. We have a large quantity of artifacts. We already have a cheese thing. Don't need too many harps. I hope to get a treasure room right there so it would affect those rooms. There's a strange dungeon run where a lot of encounters kept repeating. Mysterious blueprints. Grotesque statuette. But getting all of these cauldrons is quite nice. So I can put the crypt there. I could put the crypt there, but I don't want to. Punctual is good. Refectory. Dormitory. Students' Hall. Students' Hall. Dormitory. We will increase the rate at which our students learn potions. So I have a lot of these things that I don't feel that I need. And that last ritual components will go in the enchantment room. So this is the alternate path to victory, and I am not using it, but I have this feeling that the more steps I complete in it, the better the game. I don't know whether that is truth or illusion. Let's see. 3 janitors. The ivy. The stable. Getting the arcane crystal staff is especially good. That fairy dragon will help us get unusual students. You can speed up the learning of time in the time room. The purple dragon, I definitely wanted that. That is great. Might have taken a second purple dragon, but I chose not to. We will throw that away for now because it would interfere with the curriculum. We have astonishing quantities of gold. Hopefully we will get a treasure room. 1, 2, 3. be spending all the gold because we do not expect the counter to reach the end. We expect this level to finish before it reaches the end. Again, if you want to avoid spoilers regarding endings, you may not wish to watch this stream until you have completed the game once. Cannot put out that fire unless I had a void potion. I do not. We will soon graduate some students. Teachers are better educators because of the adventurers. Inquisition increases the mana gain from events. We will ask the king to help us turn back the clock. And mechanical wings for better futures. Green circle cheese. We need a red and a yellow item. Decent number of students in their curriculum. Don't have a place to put that at the moment. We are now at 100 with the kingdom. Got another bed. That is always nice. 500 arcane, light, and alchemy. Okay, we have that. A lot of arcane mana. We'll think about it. That student is very new. That student is about to graduate with 3 runes, but not enough time magic. good. Teacher is excellent. Light sleeper. That is very good. On this level, we will keep pushing the timer back because here, if the timer reaches the end, we lose. That makes this level different than the previous levels. So we have green, purple, and blue cards. We want the cards that the red and yellow magic generate. So that means we will take potions that give us red or yellow magic. With those chains down in the corner now, when students come by, they will misbehave less for a few minutes. The greenhouse is set up to generate midwives, although at this point in the game, that is not as important as it would have been earlier. Put the library up there. Do we have 500 and everything? We do not. So that gives us one of the two dungeons. I would actually prefer to do that particular dungeon last. This dormitory, since the students' hall only has an up and down exit, and the down exit is into the teacher's area, I like having an up exit into a student area. I don't fully know how important all of these things that I do, I don't know whether or not that's necessary. There, trophy room. So that will, the trophies in here will affect at least those two, and then more as we continue to get more. Blue circle unicorn. The alcohol isn't that useful to us without a parka-fit. Let's ask the king to handle it. That's our parka-fit going to work. Yes, one magic historian. Set back the clock a bit, that's always nice. And our curriculum is working. get some potions. Okay, we might do that, but we might not. Oh, we could sell that one and then do circle, unicorn, alcohol. Keep upgrading the rune scriptorium. There we go. That was the yellow one that we were looking for. So now we will save up. Well, it's a bit early for right now. We will save up in all schools of magic to get the final piece. Oops, I just said I wanted to save up. Alright. We will definitely wait to pay the fees in mana, because if we get rid of our tools, we risk losing some of those turtle cards that it took so long to get. The Assassin's Arena is quite useful for the dungeon. Oh, that's really good. Alchemy and Arcane specialty for an Alchemy and Arcane curriculum. So we're hoping that the Arcane gets up high enough before we speak to the outsiders again. Oh, no bottles of glory without. Let's see what happened there. Kingdom went down to 44, Lord of Evil up. That was worth it. Alright, now. I need 750 and everything. Good to know. Might as well throw a cleaning potion out there. And a money potion out there. We will wait for the next guinea pig. When we get it, we will get the final of these turtle cards. And there it is. So now we are waiting to get the other dungeon that we are expecting to get. Usually I put some sort of teaching device in there, but the ivy is also quite useful. Of course, we don't want students to stay in the prison for too long. Let's see, we do have both dungeons. So we will go to that one first. It is harder than the dungeon with the dragon eggs in it. Okay. Interdimensional archives. Do not, because I have not placed an elemental dojo, I don't have very good ones. Let's see. That's a good back one with 4 enchantment and healing. That one has 4 enchantment without healing. For enchantment without healing and 5 enchantment. That is in the curriculum. So we will not risk that student in the dungeon. Not as many hit points as I would like. Menace goes twice as fast. That means that the danger in the dungeon will increase fast. We might not get very much done. This enchanter-only formation is very strong against boss monsters and is weak against mobs that have 4 strong regular monsters. We're flying through this dungeon and not getting much done. Time travel. Not likely to activate. So we will use a healing potion. So you'll see that the encounter ahead of the boss monster was more dangerous to us than the actual boss monster because there is only one boss monster, but there were 4 of those other monsters. We can break the enchantment. Let's leave it alone. It's a dragon. In previous dungeons, I have had a tremendous quantity of bark skin. And you'll notice that here, I do not. We have the knowledge to open this door. We will have new deep folk. We needed a specific item in our university to be able to open this. The best possible thing is this 5 new Deep Folk card, 20 new students. All of a sudden, this is a successful dungeon trip. This is probably our last stop. And we might well lose a student. I would have preferred to have celerity. Yes, we've lost one student, 2 students. Three students. Well, we are going to use all of our phoenix feathers, and then we are going to leave having reached danger level 96 at twice the usual speed because Menace grows twice as fast. So we got a little bit of gold prestige, but we got these 5 Deep Folk cards, and that is really, really great. I have so many ancient harps I don't need anymore. Haven't generated an Archmage yet either. Just may not have time to do that in this dungeon. I mean, in this turtle mission. But I am feeling confident that we will win the game. Possibly not by completing all the 3 stars here. Since this is the last mission, completing all 3 stars is far less important than it was on previous missions. Okay, time to break out another stable if we get the chance. Where does this dragon fit? Ah, in the library. Green circle, and the Sleeper Soul, as you remember, is a wild card. Let us hope for the Bottled Glory. Didn't get it. We have one of the 6 magic historians we need. Sigil Master would be nice. 2 of the 6 magic historians we need. There is an argument for taking the immediate benefits on graduations on this level because, of course, there are no future levels, but I like to keep taking the permanent benefits. How many students do we have? Oh, right, we got those. We have 97 students because we added 20 through the dungeon. The Old One summoning ritual has packed our school. Spent 100, got back 50 just to run through that event. We now have enough students that, enough dormitories for our students that I think they shouldn't have to leave, but there they are, in fact, leaving. Don't need any of those. The telescope would keep students here an extra year, but there's no point. $338 prestige is pretty good by year 8. Remember that we've gone as high as 12, maybe 13 years. So 8 is quite good. I also like the symmetry of having one item that removes negative traits in the same room as an item that gives teachers positive traits. We shall see if any of our students have those protective pads. Didn't feel there were enough students with extra health. That would give them +5 health if it activates on them. Well, that's the void shield that we paid for. I didn't realize it was still in the deck. I think that's that might be a mistake. Maybe there shouldn't be a void shield in the deck if you purchased one. The other thing I like about this level is the restful sound of the waves washing against the turtle upon whose back we ride. Still it's summer. We will launch the final mission in the fall. So this, which requires 3 demonology and 2 portal magic, we now have, oops, wrong button. We now have, if we look at the items, our arcane crystal staff is at 3, that's good. Wolf's tooth at 2, that's maximum. Raven pads, more than we need. Shoulder pads at 3 is good. Runic spear at 3. Sign of the Eldest, so that has 5 levels required. I think with 3, we take 2 of those 5 levels away. And now it is indeed the full. Make that teacher a guardian. Wrong button. And we will go into the dungeon to take the turtle eggs from the Lord of Evil. Do we have any level 5 enchanters? We do not. We have some level 4 enchanters. This is a very good front row person with 5 shields and 3 armor. But it is also a good backup with all that healing. this person is also a good front row. That one has healing. And this one has a tremendous quantity of health and the 30% chance of getting double damage. So, for enchanters, let's take the healing scrolls. That's a good start. This early, it makes sense to take the most challenging version of this particular encounter. Later on, I might not. Of course, we won't make the same mistake as he did. The threat level is not yet rising quickly, but it will. The monsters will hit harder. Our goal is somewhere around level 30 or 32, and we would like to get keys before we get there. I'll just study the elementals from a distance. Take them by surprise. Our third Phoenix Feather. Still very easy. Get them both. That gives us some powerful scrolls. Still not as hard as the previous dungeon. Because okay, that's perfect, but I actually wanted the old key, which we did not get. You're having trouble paralyzing on the right side until we don't need it anymore. Take some energy, we have enough healing scrolls. Get some prestige. 16 is still not dangerous, but that is a significant jump in attack factor. This is step 1. Get rid of the lich. I will put Barkskin in the front row. It is the encounter after this that is more challenging. Very good. This one is basically over. And we get the hard version. We didn't have heroism of 10. Really? 1, 3, 3, 5, 8. We had heroism of 9 instead of 10. And we didn't have portal magic of 10. I really thought we would have this. Alright. So, a pair of Barkskin up front. I think we only need one celerity. Hopefully that's the right one. That was pretty good. I don't know how many times that celerity activated. It usually gives you 2 or 3 attacks. Now, with this, we get a huge number of things. And in fact, the game is pretty much over. We got that enchanted chests are made for enchanters again. Take the riches. We will simply just get rid of the lich. Not even bother to worry about the other cultist. Not terribly worried here either, but these attack factors will grow fast. And the moment they can instantly kill someone is the moment we leave. Well, we have 3 petrify cards. That blood pack down there is activating a lot. It's only got a 10% chance. Gives you an extra attack. This one should be activating more often. Try the old key. Steal some gold from the dragons. Use another petrify scroll. The rats, as I have said in previous sessions, don't attack the student immediately in front of them. They may attack any student. And if they were designed to all focus on the same student, they would be bad, but they don't. Let's do that, and that, and that. This particular encounter can be... I think I have lost more student teams to this formation than to any other encounter that appears in the dungeon. Let's see how you work with a celerity. That was ridiculous. Do one more. And then we will leave. Alright, let's leave. 3 80,000 light mana, 15 prestige points, out of gold. Sell that. That there. Chest. And now we're out of places to put that particular thing. The red sword icon has activated. Mysterious blueprints are always good. We will play just a little bit more, and then we will leave. Never had a back finery. That would have been useful in the dungeon. Look how long it takes our students to get in. Blue circle, unicorn, bottled glory. Just keep increasing the efficiency of some rooms. We will graduate one class of students. And then this run is done. We got an archmage. Well, that fulfilled one of the missions. Now I'm just waiting for the guinea pig to appear. Here we go. All we say to the turtle is, of course, let's go. We have the force field ritual. We have the void shield. We have the astral lighthouse blessing. We have the blessing of ancestral life. And most importantly, we have the load-bearing glyph, because this turtle is going to be carrying quite a load. Without a king to govern, the king could throw himself into his true passion, crocheting and painting. The class delegate became a great teacher, and your rival, the other head teacher, also got a job at the university. Farmers managed to work with the mages to grow vegetables on the turtle's back. Everyone mucked in, even the students' parents, who usually don't stop complaining. The merchant and the bureaucrat ended up joining the university administration. The school's paperwork was a mess, and they became the best of friends. After traveling for months on end, the adventurer finally discovered what appeared to be another world in the farthest reaches of space. We are heading that way, and we will soon be there. But that is another campaign. This campaign is done. And so I hope that I have demonstrated to you that this game is complex, interesting, and replayable, even though it is a type of